Hi, welcome back to the channel. I'm Michelle, and today I thought I would share with you guys my summer homeschool plans. I know a lot of homeschoolers probably do less during the summer, but we actually do more. And the reason for that being, during the year, my daughter, my 8-year-old, attends public school. So I usually spend the summer kind of filling in the gaps of the education from the previous year. And because of the pandemic and her learning at home through the school, there are a lot of gaps I have to fill this summer. So our plate's a little fuller than it would normally be. But first I'm going to share what my preschool / kindergartner will be doing, because technically she's 4.5, and if she was born a month earlier, she'd be able to be in kindergarten this fall, but because of her birthday, technically she has another year of preschool, but she's doing kindergarten level work. So I'll start with her, and only one thing's changed for her that we're gonna do different. I have a couple videos on, day in life, how we do things, how I teach preschool, so check those out. We'll start with our calendar, as always. She practices writing. We focus on reading, writing, math, especially during the summer. So she's just got a couple little writing workbooks she likes to do for fun. She will be finishing up this, and again, I don't use this in entirety. I just pick out certain lessons or games I think will benefit her or that she'll enjoy, and we'll do those together. I don't use this fully to everything it's got in here. I just pick and choose. One thing we have started this summer is her All About Reading. I did this with my 8-year-old. That is how my 8-year-old learned how to read when she was 4. I think it's a wonderful program. I have the original. I know they offer one in color now. All my supplies are in black and white. I kept everything from when my 8-year-old learned, and again, I just didn't have her glue things. I just had her put the places where they go. I still have all the cards, so I didn't have to buy anything. I have everything here, and we still have the readers and everything. So she's working on that very slowly. We go very slowly with this. For example, we just did lesson 2, and we took 4 days to do lesson 2. So we're going at her speed and taking it slow, which I think is one of the reasons my older daughter loves to read and is such a good reader. This is gives them an awesome solid foundation for reading. So she's starting that. And again, she learned all of her phonics and all that prior to it. When she was about 3.5, we started a letter of the week program, and there's 26 letters, so that's 26 weeks. So she spent a good 6.5 months just learning letters, letter recognition, and the sounds. So she's ready for that, for sure. So that's all she's gonna be doing. That's her separate curriculum. Now my 8-year-old was in 2nd grade this year. The only thing the public school provided, was a Zoom lesson for math and a Zoom lesson for ELA. And again, those Zoom lessons were about an hour long. Fridays, they were about 25 minutes long. So she's got some substantial gaps, I've noticed, in things, so I have to do a lot to fill that. We're not sure if she'll be returning to public school next year. That decision's still yet to be made, because it's not just my decision, it's my husband's decision, and it's my daughter's decision. So we're gonna see how things go during the summer and then make a decision from there. But I think it's important that the child have a decision. So what am I doing for her? So like I said, in math, it didn't go well. Learning math over Zoom, not her thing. I know a lot of people are fans of teaching textbook. Again, my daughter just does not learn that way. It does not work for her. So that's not an option, and I wouldn't use it anyways. I think math is definitely more of a conversational thing where you gotta work through it with another person. So what we are doing for that, I picked this up. I did a lot of research on different math curriculums and what I'd use. I settled on Dimensions, specifically because they have more games and hands-on things. And I'll start her at the very beginning at 2, because like I said, she's got some gaps. She's not solid on her place value. She can count by tens, but she has difficulty when it's like 25, 35, 45, 55. She's not making that connection yet. So we're gonna use this and hopefully fill in some of those gaps. And I got some hands-on manipulatives. Again, the school didn't want to use any manipulatives, anything hands-on. They literally just had a worksheet that they copied from the teacher every day. So you can see why the gaps are there. So we'll be working through that. Again, she's not solid on her addition facts, which makes it difficult when you're doing larger numbers. You can't always count on, you can't always count your fingers. So again, those weren't really mastered. Nothing was really mastered through the public school system this year. So I picked this up, and it's an awesome resource. It really allows them to visualize the problems instead of counting on fingers or counting 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it has a game for every week, which she's really enjoyed, and it's working. It's working really well. She's getting those facts. It's just coming like that, so it's great. I will be picking up, they have a subtraction version and eventually multiplication. We're not on multiplication yet, but I'll pick up the subtraction for sure. But that's just to fill in the math gaps that the public school system has left. And same with the ELA. So very basic. There was no required reading. There was no required writing through the public school system. So I had her doing different things during the year, but right now, since she won't have any actual school during the summer, she'll just be working with me. We're gonna hit it hard, and we're gonna do a much better job. So I did pick this up. If you want to see a flip through of this, check out Project Happy Home. She has a wonderful flip through of these curriculum, but this again will cover reading comprehension. It covers grammar, mechanics, and what I really like is it's a literature-based program, which my 8-year-old loves to read. She reads everything she can. So I think it will really help cement some of the things like nouns, adverbs, instead of the public school system just teaching this is what a noun is, find the noun in a sentence. She's actually going to be using books, read through the books, have something to relate to it, to remember it. So these are the books that are included in this. And I just picked these up from Thrift Books, really cheap. And my library does have some of them, but again, these are like $2 or $3, so I figured just pick them up real quick. So that will take care of our reading, comprehension, language arts, everything in here. It's got composition, so she'll be writing, and it's broken down in really manageable chunks every day, so it's not overwhelming. And I'm excited to get started. I did go with grade 3 with this instead of grade 2 because she definitely is advanced in a lot of her reading areas. And I looked at the books at grade 2, and she's read the majority of them. So we started with grade 3. And then she didn't do any spelling or anything like that this year through the public school system. And I'm not a big fan of, giving a kid a list and having them memorize the words, especially since my daughter is naturally a pretty good speller. I think because she reads so much, it just naturally, she's exposed to a lot of words, so it comes natural to her. So what I did get though was Wordly Wise, book 2. And I again looked at the book 2, book 3, where I wanted to go, and the book 2 seemed more words that she will encounter right now. And again, it just starts with it does have not a spelling, but a word list. And they go over the definition of it, but what I really like is they relate it to reading material. So it's got the story, and the words are actually in the story, and then they do different activities with those words. So it's kind of a roundabout way of learning not only the spelling of the word, but how it's used, in the context it's used, which is more relatable, which is what helps it stick. So I'm excited for her to get this. And again, they just do a little chunk every day. She'll be excited to go through it and learn some new words. And we will continue some of our, electives, you would call them. We are working our way through geology still. Kids are loving this. I have, if you ever want to check out my Instagram, I have, live what they're doing in these. They really enjoy it. It's really fun. Both my girls are obsessed with rocks, so it seemed like a perfect fit. So we're working through that, and we'll probably finish that halfway through summer. Spanish, again, they're loving this, lots of fun. So we'll work our way through this. Someone's mowing their lawn, so if that's distracting, I'm sorry. But this is when the kids are playing outside, my son's sleeping, so this is when this video has to happen. We will continue our little Justice League subscription box. It's a social justice subscription box for kids. I have a opening of this or view of this if you want to check it out. It's an awesome resource. Every month you get a social justice theme, and it's got activities and different things for them to do. So we will continue to do these through the summer, and the kids really enjoy them. So, and then, you know, we are still in a pandemic, so we're not doing a lot of things outside the house. We're not vacationing. We're not doing anything like that. I am fully vaccinated. My husband is fully vaccinated, but my children aren't capable of being vaccinated because of their ages yet. So we're sticking home for most of the time, doing our part, what we think is the safest right now. So to say that, we will participate in some things this summer. At the end of summer, there is a VBS, Vacation Bible School, done through our church. It will be outside for an entire day, and it will also be fully masked. So I feel comfortable sending my kids to that. The kids will participate in the summer reading library program, which they do every year. It is virtual for safety this year, so all the programming is done through, I think, YouTube, if they did it like they did last year. And they have a little packet that they send home with each of the kids. You pick up at the library and they follow along. And it's a lot of fun. And I really appreciate the library providing these things to the kids and to make it safely done. I really appreciate that. And I am looking into joining a co-op, hopefully sometime this summer. It really depends how things go. Like I said, we're not looking to socialize a lot right now because for safety reasons, it's just not the best choice right now. But we're looking into that. Hopefully things will get better. Vaccines will become available for the younger group and we'll be able to join that. But I'm looking into it. So that is our main plans for this homeschool summer. And it might seem like a lot, but really when you're at home all the time, it gives you something to do. And my kids really enjoy learning. It's something they love to do. So it's not really work to them. It's just something fun. So if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, but thanks for watching.